agents of the unexplained. Grab your gear and let's journey into the mysterious world of cryptids and the paranormal. Get ready for an adventure into the unknown. Listen carefully as you're guided through the unexplained and cryptid phenomena that challenge our understanding of reality. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Hey everybody, like I've been saying, I got some special announcements to happen, but I can't do this alone. So I'm going to bring in my two brothers, as I'll say, partners, and they're about as crazy as I am, so get ready for it. Joe Fogel and Dave Grant, Starley Yale from Dave, and Cryptoteology. Joe. Now, it's going. And guys, you know I've been all fired up from day one with this. When I asked you about it.
We were discussing.
Yeah, and I know we got a long wait before this happens, but we're already starting to get responses to this. And what I'm talking about, I'm not going to put the flyer up. What do you think, guys?
Go for it.
Dave,
do it.
You agree?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
There we go. Bigfoot on the River, June 6th, 2026. You know, it's kind of weird because we were discussing different areas and we ended up in Sharon, which is kind of weird because I wasn't really planning for Sharon to do an event together. Actually, I was looking more toward Johnstown, but Joe put some pointers in there, and it's like, okay, yeah, well, let's think of some other areas. And I came up with the green space in downtown Sharon and showed the guys the layout and actually FaceTimed them. And what you guys think of the area?
Dave?
I love it. It's huge. It's right next to the river.
Joe?
We got a lot of space to do a lot of cool things, and that's one of the unique things about it, and reminds me a lot of Columbia, PA, with the Albatwitch Festival right on the Susquehanna there, that you're right along the river. You just have a cool feel to it. It's probably got a nice view up close and personal. I like the unnamed name of the park too. It's the Green Space Park.
Yeah, they might have come up with a name. They might have. They haven't emailed me back. And when I brought this idea up to the city, I went to the city manager and told him we were planning something cryptid, like Bigfoot or paranormal or horror, that bring the people right downtown to that spot and use it. His eyes lit up. He got a big smile. He says, "Oh yeah," you know. And he really liked the Bigfoot idea, especially when I told him about Marionville, Forest County, how big that grown just because of Bigfoot.
And that's only been going on for what, 5 years?
Yeah, this is the 5th year, and it has grown. That poor little town can't move. From all the people coming in for it. I know because I was up there I was there for the last 3 years. And it has grown so much. But and Sharon's trying to promote the river more and more, you know, and they got water fire there, which is an all day, all night event. They got these baskets they put in the river, and they stack it with wood and all these baskets. And then at dark, they light the baskets up. And what a pretty sight. It really is. And so, yeah, the city's totally behind it. And the other thing is, Joe came up with the artwork. Uh, I gotta say that artwork is beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, it really is. And no, thank you, Joe, for being such artistic. Uh, Dave's handling
Logistics, the payment.
Yeah,
If you,
logistics and the payments. And I'm just a run of the mouth guy, running my mouth about it all the time. But I'm doing a lot of legwork for this. I went down and measured the whole park out, and oh my God.
and it's nice to have on the ground on the spot too. Trust me, I know about that. So you being there to be able to go talk to the city manager, to go check out the park, measure out, like that's important because me and Dave are hours away. I'm what, 2.5 hours? Dave, you're probably what? Is it 4 for you?
4.5, I think.
4.5.
So yeah, it does make a difference. I've been offered to help run a couple other events, and there's no way in hell. You know, an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. No, I can't do that. I can't be there to do that. And so, yeah, you're right. It does make a difference that I'm right here, which is great. But you know, and it's even better yet that I got you guys partnership in with me, because we discuss everything out. We do what we got to do to make it work, and it's not just one-sided. You know,
we all kind of in it, and we all are pretty much like-minded with how we want to go with things and talk things out, and us are possessive about it has to be this way or that way. We're all just, let's discuss, what do you guys think? And that's kind of how we come about this. Like you said earlier, Bill, you said about, are we going to do a UFO event? Are we going to do an indoor event? Where's our list? Are we going to do, you know, outdoor festival style? And we kind of we just kind of come along with what we aim for. And like you said about the art, that first thing that popped in my mind was Bigfoot on an inner tube going down the river. And that's kind of where we got it from.
Yeah. And it, and you know, and we're getting great reactions from people that want to vend, people that want to come, you know, and it's a year and a half away. I'm not going to deny that. It's a year and a half away, and we're already putting it out there and people wanting to come.
Yeah. First time, you got to use every minute you can to promote it and put it out there and get the word rolling. And between as many people as we know in the cryptid community and in shows, you know, we'll have flyers on our tables at vending events and such. So we got to get the word.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to constantly get it out there. I'm going to get some flyers made up this next week for locally. Pass out, and some of the events we'll be going to.
Yeah, I'll whip together some too, and we can get some handed out when I see all you in a couple months here.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, folks, these two gentlemen here are cryptid sponsors too of the Penn Ohio Paranormal Conference, which I thank them both for doing that. I really appreciate it. And they were coming out. Well, Joe's been at all of mine so far.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I met Joe down in West Virginia. The first time I met him, and we kind of clicked together. When he said he was from Johnstown, I'm like, oh, I know where you're from.
They're like, oh, or oh.
A little of both.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so that's what we're doing, folks. That's the big announcement, is this. Something is definitely coming to Sharon, and Bigfoot's going to be here, and we're looking forward to it. But anyhow, we're taking up some of Max's time, so I think my show is going to run a little over again, just for Max, because I hate to steal his spotlight. Max is my guest tonight, folks, by the way. Did you guys want to hang tight, or do you want to leave?
Whatever you want to do. If you want us on there, or you want...
Yeah, whatever you need.
Stick around. We can all pick on Max. All right, let's bring Max in. There he is, Mr.
Okay.
Max.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for the invite. And Joe and Snarly, thanks so much. And listen, I'm excited about your 2026 event in Sharon. I think that it's amazing. We were talking about this before, but just amazing the energy in Western Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So much interest, not only by you Sasquatchers, but by the public and the media attention. So you really have something going there that you've put together, a lot of hard work and effort. So, give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania. I'm a snowbird. I'm currently down here in cold, frigid Florida. It's like 34 degrees. So, but I take a look at
what? Whoa. It's what?
Yeah, 34.
Oh, be quiet, you whiner.
I know.
It
You're
was minus
probably
25 here this morning.
Yeah,
There.
But just seeing what's happening there is pretty awesome. And just one thing for the good of the order, in the upcoming issue of Fate magazine, which is the Bible of the paranormal, my article on Chestnut Ridge is going to be there. So we talk about all of the anomalies, the Bigfoot sightings, and the Bigfoot and orb sightings, all that stuff. So that we're trying to figure out. So it's a real nice recognition of Pennsylvania weirdness in Western PA, and I'm just glad that more people are going to be able to read about our area, because it's important.
All right, now I'm going to throw something at you right now. I know you wrote about the Bigfoot and the paranormal and all that. Do you think they are interdimensional?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I do, but I straddle the fence, and let me explain why.
Okay.
I know with a lot of you guys that go out in the woods looking, you see certain things, and there's a whole bunch of evidence there. Like, for example, and I'm not discounting this, eyewitnesses, the smells, the knocks, the wood structures, whatever. I mean, there's been the orbs, the footprints, yep, and the foot cast. So there's a whole body of evidence there, what J. Allen Hynek would call, elements of high strangeness that are there, and you can't discount that. Now, we don't have a body, yep, and we don't have DNA, but we have a whole bunch of stuff. And so I'm just saying that there's something there that's credible. But I say this, if it's not flesh and blood, what is it? And out of all the theories out there that I do a lot of reading, I talk to a lot of people, but it seems like the wormhole theory.
Now, wait a minute, you do a lot of reading? You write
Yeah.
books. Why would you read? No.
I see where this is going. Yeah, okay.
Hey, I actually think,
I read the back of the cereal boxes. That's what I read.
I read the milk cartons, but they don't have me missing yet. But,
yeah. Okay.
But no, seriously, what I saw, I presume was flesh and blood.
Yeah.
My sighting was 15 feet away from me.
You told me that.
But
and you got shook up too.
Oh, really bad.
Yeah.
But do you think the spaceship got him and brought him down? Oh, by the way, I just got this pillow today. But no, seriously, I don't know exactly what they are. Are they interdimensional? Are they flesh and blood? I didn't say, hey, wait a minute, let's talk.
But look, before we even get into the interdimensional thing, let's jump back into flesh and blood. Yeah. I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania. That's Gwen Purcell's
area. Yes.
Area. So there are 3 events that happened. I mean, sightings that I can talk about. The one was in by Catawissa. Guy named Craig Long. He's the district magistrate now. He used to be a law enforcement officer. He gets a call around 11 o'clock at night. This older guy was leaving his dog out to take a leak, and he sees this 11, 12-foot thing in front of him, and he wasn't scared. And you know why he wasn't scared? He said that this creature had kind eyes. It had kind eyes. So it looked at him and it walked away. That was the one. My friend, it's in my book, The Lost Tribes of Bigfoot, your birthday present. Joe Lipinski was at St. Mary's cemetery in Mackinac, Pennsylvania, tiny little town. He saw not one but two Bigfoot. One was cinnamon, one was black, one was larger than the other. And I asked Joe extensively, how did they act? What did they do? I asked him on numerous occasions just to make sure that he was telling the same story. They looked at him like they were curious, not like they were afraid. And then they walked away. They walked like humans, not like bear, but like humans. They walked away. And then later, me and my wife went out there and we were looking on the trail line, looking for clues and everything. I called that in to your buddy Stan Gordon and also to Tim Renner, just so they could document this thing. And they
Tim Renner, did you
Pardon?
say?
Tim Renner, yeah.
Yeah,
Tim Renner,
okay.
yeah. Out in it's just a bear. Yeah, well, some people say that, yeah.
I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
brought it up that it wasn't a bear, and I had to
Yeah.
throw that up there. Tim Renner's good. Stan Gordon's good. I got no problem with these guys.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Stan, though, I mean, when the state police get reports, they tell them to call Stan. So Stan has all these things documented. So, I mean, you have a whole bunch of stuff there. That, for example, like Mr. and Mrs. Jones were going out to the barn 6 o'clock at night and they see this orb and two Bigfoot creatures coming out, or the Bigfoot creature entering an orb, or whatever. But when I first heard about the connection between Bigfoot and saucers, Bigfoot and orbs, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just thought this is just too crazy. But there's too many of them. There's too many sightings like that. And it shows me that there's some sort of a paranormal aspect to Bigfoot. I mean, there's no other explanation. So again, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
I'm not going to argue with you with that because, I started to go to the woo site somewhat myself because of different things. I'm not going to lie, because there's footprints in these people's backyards up in northern Mercer County. Come out of the woods on the one side of their property, went across the backyard, and they still got another 100 yards to go to hit the woods over here, and the footprints are stopped. Where did they go? Now, what happened to this thing?
Yeah. Well, they talk about bilocation or rapid transport. Now you see them, now you don't. You see them in front of you, then they're behind you. So whatever that is, I mean, we don't know, but a bunch of people have seen similar things. So
well, I don't believe the cloaking aspect of it, other than they're blending in with their surrounding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're cloaking. I think they're blending in.
Well, what too? I mean, just let's throw out a theory there. What if Bigfoot, the reason we can't see them or capture them is because they have some sort of paranormal abilities where they can shapeshift, where they can do certain things, where they, whether they blend into the environment or whatever. So who knows? I mean, we don't know. What we're trying to do is just come up with theories and hypotheses that we could get out there and have people take a look at and say, yeah, this makes sense, or no, it doesn't. So that's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yeah. Now, I heard these knocks. I was with Jay Fouch, and then all of a sudden, the knocks were over this way. You're going over this way. But then over this way, 3 orbs showed up. And they were not around trees, they were going through trees. You could see that, even though they were way out. You can see how they're doing. So, with that being said, Danny has a question. My buddy Danny from down in West Virginia. What's your all theory on infrasound and mind speak? Max, what do you think about that?
Well, we've heard that that Bigfoot can communicate telepathically. So, I mean, that theory's been going around for a while. So that may be something that's happening. And again, I don't know. Bill, I think the last time I talked to you, I told you about my sighting.
Right.
And let me just interject this because I mean, it's only like 4 seconds worth of talk, but it was last summer. My wife and I were down by the Susquehanna River in northeastern Pennsylvania, and there's this part there that is usually flooded out. Well, this time that was dried, so we went down there. We're walking down next to the woods and the river. And listen, I look for Bigfoot up in Pennsylvania and down here. I look for swamp ape down here in Florida. I'm always looking. I'm always hoping, that that's going to happen. But anyway, we're in Pennsylvania, and I see this dark shape coming towards me, and it comes and it goes to the left behind a tree, and my heart starts pounding and thumping, and man, I'm adrenalized. And then the shape comes towards me, and here it's a woman wearing a black, sort of like a fur coat with the shoulder pads. So it looked like sort of like a Bigfoot, but it came towards me. But it took place like maybe 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, maybe 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds. And for that time, I mean, it wasn't a Bigfoot. I thought it was, but for that time,
Right.
I thought I had a sighting. And just as yours, you got juiced and jacked up and got, a little bit apprehensive about it, mine was a feeling of awe. Now, again, it wasn't Bigfoot, but I thought it was. For those,
But it wasn't real close either.
No, it wasn't very close. No, it was in the distance, and I just saw the shape, and so whatever that was. But I mean, it was a wonderful moment, and I'll never forget it. I mean, that's maybe the closest I'm ever going to get to a sighting, and if it is, I mean, it was a really good experience, and so again, it wasn't the real thing, but in my mind, I thought it was. I thought I saw something. So,
Well, that's the thing, and I told you about this that with my 3 friends or 2 other friends. We were out, and the one had his small binoculars in his front pocket of his coat, and I had mine in my backpack. And I'm looking, and I went, Gary, get out your binoculars. What? I said, down there. Down that trail, way down there. He goes, oh, I see it. He gets his binoculars out. He's looking. Stump squatch. It was a stump, but it looked like one that was sitting there.
Yep.
So, at a distance, it looked like it. So, and, at least validated that. But Danny said he possibly had infrasound hit. Danny, tell me how it felt and what happened. Because I got hit twice, 2 different times. And both times were not the same. But I want to hear what happened to you. And that's part of the woo generation,
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't saying I'm woo, but I'm not saying I'm against it either. That's because there's not enough scientific proof you're woo.
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying, you're on the fence. I'm on the fence yet. But the
when I say I'm on the fence, I can see both sides, but
exactly.
But I think for me, there's more credence towards the interdimensional side. I just think that makes sense, and I don't think we have any other theories that that make sense at this point. So, that's what we're looking for. I mean, the scientific method: come up with some facts, a hypothesis, get it out there, and have people take a look at it and say it works or it doesn't work. I mean,
exactly.
Why
we're still. People have been really researching since the Patterson-Gimlin.
Yeah, right.
And we're still not that close to figuring this out.
Yep.
Excuse me. But the thing is.
And what's your take on Patterson-Gimlin?
Oh, it's for real.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing. Excuse me for a second. That's like cold. It's still affecting me, but
everybody got that thing. So
yeah, the way this weather's been. But the thing is, there was no costumes ever made at that time period that real. Number one. Number two, it was female. They in that time period, they would not show boobs flopping in the breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being dead honest here.
Yeah.
So, she's very real. Yeah.
Well, another thing too, listen, if the four of us were going to get together, put our heads together and make a fake video of Bigfoot, don't you think that it would be longer than 58 seconds long? You know,
hell yeah.
Patterson Gimlin thing was 58 seconds. And, you know, Patty looked at Patterson, turned around and kept on going. And with, you know, with the gait, the stride, with the prints, you know, bigger prints than a bear or a human, stride bigger than we could do. And they've had people try to emulate that stride, and they haven't been able to. And you look at people like Dr. Jeff Meldrum, who studies primates and their gait, you know, and, you know, I mean, he's the go-to guy. I mean, he is
the go-to guy for the prints and everything. He is.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have a whole bunch of prints. So, you know, I mean, that's probably the biggest proof that we have, you know, so, and they're all over. Down here in Florida, you know, we have the skunk ape that's supposed to be a smaller version of Bigfoot, maybe 7 foot, maybe 400 to 500.
Well, with the Florida, even the deers are smaller.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I saw a deer down there, we was going down a 301 and it was up near the road. I went, somebody's dog. What the hell? That's a deer, not a dog. Yeah.
You should see the squirrels. Are they scrawny?
Yeah.
They're not Pennsylvania squirrels. So,
no.
But anyway, the thing of it is with the swamp ape or the skunk ape, most of the sightings were seen in the 1970s, and because of development, you know, they're going down into the swamps, the Everglades, or they're going up to Georgia. You don't have as many sightings as we once had. But
ain't they up in not Ocala? Well, maybe.
Ocala National Forest.
Yeah. That's where Marie Dumont does her research.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know, that's still underdeveloped, thank God.
Yeah. And we live in Citrus County, that is real close to Ocala National Forest. That's like 607 square miles. We're close to the Green Swamp, which is by Sumter and Folk. I mean, there's just we're just surrounded, and that whole Everglades is 16 counties. You know, the whole bottom chunk of Florida is just swamp, you know, plus people, but you know, so there's a lot of places for this, you know, skunk ape to hide.
Now, I found a trackway right up here at our reservoir that went for over 100 yards. First time attempt casting, man, I didn't wait long enough, and I pulled it out, and they just crumbled up. But, 14-inch prints. The gate was 3.5 foot. I got the video. I videoed it, and I'm walking beside it at 170 pounds, and I'm barely making an indentation into that stony little soil, you know, pebbly soil. Mm-hmm. Where this thing was down a good half inch, maybe a little deeper. And, you know, it was just awesome to find it. And that is before my sighting. And I was with Brenda Sproul at the time, and just out there investigating. You know, so then shortly after that, there was a Bigfoot sighting across the road near there that was seen by a lady that was in law enforcement and a guy that was working construction in his truck behind her. They both saw it. She pulled off the road and got sick. Danny, I'm going to talk to you about that after the show. He said the woman that was out investigating with them got sick, really sick, for a couple hours afterwards once they got out of there. Yes, that's one of the effects.
What, nausea? Nausea.
Well, she actually ended up hurling, he said.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay.
But I got nauseated in that.
Huh.
But yeah, that's the thing. I was lucky enough to find this track, right? Because when we first went in, we were up along the tree lines and went up into the woods, walked around up in there, didn't really see anything. I thought I saw a movement. I can't tell you for sure what it was. We come back out farther down where we went in I said, I'm going along the water and look for prints. Damn if we didn't find it. So it's very interesting,
Yeah.
to find it.
Wasn't there a pretty good footprint that they found near Hollidaysburg?
Yes.
There was some media stuff there. I know Eric Altman was involved with some of that.
Yeah. Yep.
And he might have, I forget what he told me. I was talking to him about it at the Albatwitch Festival. And I don't know if he sent a copy or gave a copy to Jeff Meldrum, maybe at another expo. I forget how that went. But he had a replica of that. And that was pretty impressive.
Was that this past?
Not the past one. No, I was in. I couldn't make that. I had another gig that same day.
Right, because this past summer, or not this past summer. I think it was the spring, because it was right before they had a Bigfoot festival. He had one hell of a nice looking print. He brought it over and showing.
Yeah.
And, it was awesome.
Was that from Hollidaysburg?
I'm not sure exactly where that was from.
Yeah.
So.
Bill, I had a question about your 2026 Bigfoot Expo. I mean, there's a ton of expos there in Western Pennsylvania. I mean, is there a point of saturation, or is there a point where
it's saturated? My one coming up in March seems like it's a kickoff or almost a kickoff. I think Frogman's is right before mine.
Okay.
Am I right, Joe?
First and second Frogman Festival.
Yeah. So in March, and mine's March 29th, and but those are like the kickoff to the events.
Okay.
And after that, it just blows up.
Yeah.
You got events everywhere.
Right.
And I got accused of trying to be in competition with Forest County. No, we're not in competition. They are big. We'd like to get that big, but they're far enough away from us. It might hurt us a little bit. We might hurt them a little bit, but it's not going to be a big thing.
Yeah. Now, Gwen Purcell has a pretty successful one in Elysburg, Pennsylvania. That's central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's August.
Yeah.
All of us guys will be there.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that. And then, and she launched her new magazine.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
She's on her way to England right now.
Okay.
She's flying over for an event over there.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And,
she keeps busy.
And me and her talked about it 2 days ago. And I says, you're just quit burning yourself out. You'll end up like I did last year. And that's not good.
Yeah.
Dave and Joe both goes to tons and tons of events all over the place. They both put on events like I do.
Okay. Now, and you guys are going to be down in Virginia, right, for Daniel Benoit's?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah.
And
let's do a photo op. We'll put it on Facebook.
We can do that. We could do that.
We'll make you smile, Bill.
Oh, no smiles.
One of the jousting for the Ren Fair part. That's where I want to get a picture. I'm going to joust them.
I know that's going to be so cool. I can't wait to go. And by the way, Bill, listen, as far as burning out, you're running for council now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So okay. So
yep.
listen to your own words.
Yeah.
And,
no. No,
little,
no, I don't know how to listen to those.
and just a shout out. I know a while back you announced on Facebook that you quit smoking, and you had like 1 million people that liked it. Man, you got
Yeah.
some fans out there.
That was 5 years ago. I quit
Wow.
smoking, and I forgot to mention December 28th was 5 years.
Yeah, cool.
And yeah, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I was a pack and a half, 2 packs a day.
Yep.
And I quit cold turkey. And
What
I'm
was
not saying I don't crave it now and then.
Yeah. What was your brand?
It was Marlboros, so they got too expensive. Then I went to Pall Malls, and then they started getting too expensive.
Yeah.
Now they're like $9-10 a pack.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow!
Yeah.
I'm glad I quit.
Yeah. Good for you. That's the best thing you can do, and your lungs clear themselves up really fast. So that's a good thing.
Not enough. I ended up with COPD, so not enough.
Okay.
I should have quit years ago, but it is what it is. Linda, yes, I've been zapped. Linda Segmas, anyone been zapped? Twice. Once it disoriented me so bad, I was 3/4 of a mile away from where I started, and I wasn't headed that way. And the last time was 3 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. Here in Mercer County. The other one was up on Chestnut Ridge.
Okay.
The first time. But this time, we was out on a little farmette, me and Debbie Preggy, and I got nailed, and I got nauseated, very lightheaded, very weak. I had to sit down, and I started to feel just a little bit better. We got out of there, and by the time I got home, I still wasn't feeling good, but the sickness was leaving. Yours felt like a bee sting. That's not how I got any of mine. Which I ain't saying that don't happen, because predatory animals can use infrasound. Elephants, tigers. I'm not sure about rhinoceroses, but predatory animals can use infrasound. It's been proven that help disorient the prey and whatever. It was just crazy.
Yeah. Well, just to throw this out, sperm whales can make a sound, a shriek that can emulate a 747. That's how high that is. Sperm whales.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, Google that, and
I'm going to.
See if I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. So
that's very interesting, because I don't know if these guys heard it, but the whales can put off infrasound too.
Mm-hmm.
But they're I'm not sure if it's the orcas or which whale. It could even be the sperm whale, that when they squeal out, yell out, whatever, it can mimic a sound of a Bigfoot that does it too.
Okay.
I heard the Bigfoot sound. So I was told to try to use that, and I'm thinking, do I really want to try to use that sound? Call them in on me? I wouldn't mind them coming in, but not too close. And anymore. And this is something I figured out, Max. If you don't have to go miles and miles into the woods researching, you can go into just a short ways, make up a safe area to do a little fire, if it's safe to burn in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little fire, sit there, maybe play a little bit of music, not blasting it, but just, easy sound going out, quiet of the night. They'll come and watch you. And the reason I know that, from camping at Salt Fork, Corky's research, you can look them up on YouTube. I was at his place. It was over a Memorial weekend, and Corky actually put peanuts out in these little buckets, hung glow sticks on them, He put 4 of them out going up this hillside. And the thing is, we're sitting there with BS, and it's about 1 a.m. now. A group of us researchers. And I look up the hillside, and I see the one bucket going. I went, did that thing just move? No. I went, am I seeing anything? Then it did it third time. I went, guys, the bucket up on top's moving. All the guys jumped up. Jay Faust grabbed his thermal. He had it on white for hot. And boom, he's shooting it up there. And damn if there wasn't 2 sitting there reaching for the peanuts out of the bucket, watching us.
Yeah.
And I tried to take a picture of that, his thermal, but white hot. It was just nothing but a white blur.
Mm-hmm.
And Linda, she goes out her path down there in West Virginia and have a little fire by the creek. All you got to do is watch out, look around, just relax. And if they're there, they'll come and watch. Fire intrigues them too. So, it brings them in. I don't know if it's the smell of the smoke or the light, what. But it's very interesting to see them. They were actually watching us. Write that down, Max.
Bill, you're a bit of a ball buster, you know that.
Yeah, I am.
A bit is an understatement.
Because those 2 guys dog me out a lot too, so I got to throw it elsewhere.
Yeah. I don't know how many listeners you got down here in the Florida area, but I'm going to be doing a presentation on January the 28th in Beverly Hills, and Mike Familiant from the In the Shadow of Red Eye, he's going to be there. So I'm looking forward to that. And we've put together sort of like a coalition of paranormal and cryptid people. So there should be a nice group of people coming there, congregating, and we'll see what we could put together. Certainly not as extensive as what you have in Western PA, but hopefully we're going to be able to get something together and, maybe have some kind of meetings and, see.
Where is that actually located in Florida?
Okay, so Beverly Hills is in Citrus County, and it's on the Gulf side. We're above Tampa, Orlando. We're next to Ocala, the horse capital.
Okay.
14 miles from the Gulf. So it's real nice. They call it Nature's Coast. A lot of manatees.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I just couldn't remember because I used to live Crystal Springs.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That's Ocala. Right? Okay. Yeah. Well, where we live.
Pasco County. Pasco, right above Tampa.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Where we live is, it's Bigfoot country. It's just amazing. The swamps and Everglades and Ocala National Forest, all that. So,
right, and
place to be.
That is true, and that's a beautiful area there. I've been all through there, and I just couldn't remember where Beverly Hills was at. And do me a favor.
Yeah.
When you see Mike.
Oh, yeah.
You know what a Gibbs slap is?
A Gibbs slap?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
If you ever watch NCIS, that's Gibbs was the main character.
Okay.
If one of his crew messes up, he gives them a slap in the back of the head.
Okay.
Give Mike one. You say this from Bill Rigby.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be hard, just a little teep.
Okay. Yeah, he's on a tour. He's like camping out all over the place. And
his YouTube got enough viewers and stuff, and he got enough sponsors from people sending him money to do that stuff. He don't have to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which is great. God bless him for able to do that because he is traveling all over Eastern United States.
Mm-hmm.
He's been up toward Maine, down to Florida. He could do that.
Well, and he's a good publicist. He promotes
Yeah.
himself well too. He does a real good job with that.
Yeah, that he does.
Yeah.
Now, if I can get a good publicist to do that for me,
Well,
but
you got to get your book out first.
yes.
Yeah. So that's the thing. For your listeners who aren't familiar with it, my book is The Lost Tribes of Bigfoot, and it's Hanger One Publishing. There's the back, but I wanted to just show you something. This has a thing called IBT. It's called Immersive Book Technology, and it has, where is that? I'm trying to see.
Your hand.
Okay, I'm trying to show. Oh, here it is. Okay, right there. A QR code. So you hit point your camera there, and it'll open up a video, like a 3-minute video of me doing a synopsis of the chapter. So these QR codes are throughout the book. So it's sort of like a new innovation, for books. So I'm just glad that they included that in The Lost Tribes of Bigfoot.
Yeah. Your books are very good. I'm not going to deny that. The thing is, too, like you said, you really never had a real sighting.
No.
But you researched it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to find out what's there. And it's like, I'm like, just like you guys. I mean, there's a little bit of Indiana Jones in all of us. We're trying to figure out the answers. And that's what that's what humans do. We're on this quest, try to figure out what's going on. We try to understand the unknown. And that's what the paranormal is all about. It's just outside the realm of science. And, it may be part of science, but we don't know at this point. But, just amazing stuff. And not only in cryptozoology, but with flying saucers, UFOs. I mean, the stuff that we're seeing, and with supposedly, government disclosure. We had the government having UFO hearings in July of 2023. They did it again in 2024. They're claiming that they want to come clean and show us what they have. So, but irregardless, 3% of the things that we see out there are anomalous. As far as flying saucers, they can't explain what they are. So we don't know what they are. Ours, theirs, or extraterrestrial.
What I saw when I was 14 was not ours.
Okay.
No, it was not ours. That was extraterrestrial, and that's the only way I can explain it.
Yeah. Well, I don't die. I was a radarman in the Navy. I saw tons and tons of flying saucers, solid, tangible contacts. We would put them in the logbook, UFOs, range and bearing. I mean, they weren't. It wasn't hallucinations, and it wasn't reflections from Venus. It was, something real. So,
do you think aliens are walking amongst us?
Only in Western Pennsylvania. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
I think they're out of Johnstown.
Yeah, but
His name is Joe.
But if they are, what are they saying? What are they taking back? I mean, man.
What are they sharing with us?
We're a self-destructive group of people. I mean, we're not blowing up the world. We're polluting it. We're going to war. I mean, I don't know.
I believe that they have shared a lot of technology with us that our governments is keeping to themselves and not sharing with the public, so they don't massive hysteria.
Yeah. Well, Bob Lazar said that. He claimed. Well, so did David Grush.
Yeah.
And Grush in 2023 said that he knows where the bodies are and he knows where the crashed vehicles are. He said he talked to all these people that helped reverse engineer these crafts, people that got injured from doing that. So he said he never saw anything, but he interviewed at least 40 people, government workers who, listen, are really reluctant to say anything because with those good government jobs and pensions, you don't want to screw that up. You don't want to go and take that away. So have that being taken away. So
yes, well, I know a gentleman from Eastern Pennsylvania. He was the mayor of his town, a chiropractor. He was a colonel in the Navy. He was in the Pentagon, working in the Pentagon. And he went past 2 different offices. The office of UFO, at the time, that's what they were calling them, not instead of UAPs.
Right.
And the office of Bigfoot research.
Oh, are you serious?
Dead serious.
Okay, I never heard
He
of
had
that.
no reason to lie about it.
Okay.
And that's, so I know the government knows, and they know a lot more than what they're saying.
Yeah.
So the thing is, that little bit of information they put out on the UFOs, UAPs, the government did, is very minuscule compared to what they know. And I do believe that.
Okay.
And they're not going to put stuff out about Bigfoot, even though it's so mainstream now. But UFO has been mainstream for years before they start releasing anything. And it'll be the same with Bigfoot, unless someone comes up with a body. And I still got to get a hold of the college up in Canada and talk to them about decomposing bodies on soil to help further my theory on that. Because they actually had bodies put in cages where the animals couldn't get to. Cadavers, let's put it that way. It had them in cages and see the deterioration rate in the whole 9 yards. And I believe that the acidity in the ground, which the ground does have some acidity to it, I believe help decompose this stuff. You never find a dead bear in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
The scavengers takes the bones,
Right.
and some of the body parts, but within 2 weeks you're finding a little bit of fur of a dead deer and some bones. And they deteriorated that much. So yeah.
Well, you're right. I'm down here in Florida, and they have these wild pigs. And I remember there was a pig that was hit and killed on the side of the road, and I watched that thing decompose. You're right, about 2 weeks. Yep. The crows, everything pecked it away and everything. It just, it lasted about 2 weeks, and then the skin, the hide was just about nothing. So pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. And
it didn't take long.
That's sandy soil down there. That's not like the soils up here.
Correct. Yeah.
And so and the acid in it. So that's
there was one. It was called the Mayaka skunk ape around 2000. Down in Sarasota.
Yep.
And these older people, they had some kind of porch cameras. They took pictures of it. Lauren Coleman, the cryptozoologist from I think New Hampshire, or Maine, took a look at it, and he thought it might have been either an orangutan or a swamp ape, a skunk ape that resembled an orangutan, because it was, that's just how it was shaped, and pretty amazing. But we do have some shots of that, at least 2 really good shots. So he wasn't quite sure, Lauren Coleman, what that was, but he gave it some credibility. And that was down in around 2000 in Sarasota County, which is down from where I am in Citrus.
Yeah, it's right down below St. Petersburg.
Yeah, and you were in Pasco, so it was right down there. Yeah.
But back in late 70s, early 80s, I was in Sarasota County.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I used to hang out at Longboat Key area.
Okay.
Well, kind of.
That's when it was nice.
Yes.
When you didn't have a billion people there.
Yeah, and you Siesta Keys.
Yeah. It's
It's
not as nice. Yeah, everybody came down.
The one beach was topless. Believe me, I was there just about every other day.
Yeah. Doing your research, right?
No, trying to pick them up. I ain't gonna lie. I was a young guy back then. Shit. But no, seriously, that was something.
Yeah.
Hello, Christine. But yeah, the thing is, we got so many different theories out there, and I get so upset. Like the Bigfoot groups, you got your 3 different factions, sometimes 4, strictly flesh and blood, strictly interdimensional, strictly extraterrestrial, and they don't want to open their minds.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a lot of the paranormal groups that interfight amongst each other. It's like, come on, we're all in this together for the same reason.
Well,
Except for a few wants that fame and fortune.
Yeah. Well, you got a war going on in Western PA, and I mean, we don't have to name names, but I mean, like, man, everybody's screaming at everybody else. I mean, there's not a whole lot of love there, and I don't know what that's all about, but almost like
I don't get involved with that.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Yeah.
Either you like me or you don't. You don't like me, goodbye. Go somewhere. You don't have to stick around. And I ain't gonna lie to you about this stuff. There's no reason to lie. We're here to share what we find out with other ones, and hopefully they share with us so we can figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm about is sharing. I don't give a damn about fame. I don't give a damn about fortune. Hell, I'm going to be 66 tomorrow. I ain't rich now. I ain't going to be rich when I die. So I don't care. This is an expensive hobby for me. That's what it comes down to, because I enjoy researching this.
Well, it's an extended family. I mean, like, I like hanging out with the cryptid group and the paranormal group because, I mean, we have shared interest and we could talk about these things. And I mean, we could talk about it without you saying, I think you're crazy. I mean, I'm allowed to speak my mind and be accepted for my views. So that's what's good about what we do.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
And I ain't lying. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
And these people don't understand that, a lot of them. And I got to admit, the Bigfoot world, I've met a lot of great people.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot of respect for a lot of them. It was the Bigfoot world that I met these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And truthfully, and we become like a brotherhood. And I trust these guys wholeheartedly. And I got a small circle of friends in the Bigfoot and cryptid and the paranormal world. We call the inner circle. That I totally trust. And we can share information. We can, just talk about everything. And we respect each other. And that's what it comes down to. Got to have respect.
Mm-hmm.
This one don't like that one because this one does this. This one don't like that one because it does. Get over yourself. That's all I got to say about get over yourself. I might not agree, and I'll tell them, no, I kind of don't agree, which I have. But we got to start respecting each other and not belittle, degrade, and say these guys are idiots. No, I don't buy into that. And you're very honest about what you're doing too, Max. I give you credit. You're very honest. You're very straight up about it, and that's what we all got to be.
Yeah. Well, with me as a author, I mean, the best thing that's happened to me is that I've found a demographic that actually reads my books and likes my books and gives me feedback. I mean, that's the most awesome thing that that your research is out there and people will take a look at it and and say that they either like it or they don't. So that's been good for me. And, I'm just enjoying this ride. And let me just show you, we're running out of time, but this is the next one, Bill. This is called Paranormal Apocalypse. Is This How It Ends? And Maxim Furek, author of the Shepton mythology. But take a look at that. That's a gray as the Grim Reaper. So anyway, that we got the cover before the book. But man, I'm working on this sucker. This is going to be done this year, and that'll be book number 8.
Holy cow!
So, yeah. So you're right behind me. So for all you guys, start writing your book and do the table of contents and do the back page and off to the races. I mean, you're in the trenches. You have the body of knowledge. You might as well put it down and tell the world, what you believe in, what your thoughts are. I mean,
Well, I told you before, Max, I got a book I started.
Yeah, I know. You told me that.
But I got another one that's supposed to be going to print here real soon.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And it's Camping with Bigfoot.
Okay.
What it is, it's basic what you should be doing with your camp, what you should take, the whole 9 yards like that. And it's a basic refresher course for some that already been camping. And for the newbies that never really camp, here. And it's a reminder, a checklist and all that, and what to watch out for. And because, believe me, on some of these campouts, we had a lot of first timers.
Yeah.
And this book will help them as a resource manual, basically. And that should be coming out in next month.
Oh, good. Okay. Good for you.
Well,
that's exciting stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is, but it's, I figured we needed it.
Yeah. Do you have a book cover? Do you have a prototype?
Yeah, and my buddy who's helping me with it, I sent it to him, and he was going to tune it.
Yeah.
Fine tune it. Yeah. But yeah. And so it should. He got to get it back to me soon. I talked to him this past week, and and I wish I had the book cover here. I would have held it up.
Sure, that'd be great.
But we're definitely going to go with that. We're definitely, my other book, it's slow going, that other one, because there's a lot of experience I want to put in it.
Uh-huh.
And things I learned in that. So, and I want to try chronological too at the same time.
I don't know. I found that if I want something good, it takes at least a year.
Yep.
At least a year. I mean, there's no quick turnaround. I mean, you got to do the research, the writing, the rewriting. I mean, it's just never ending.
And I'm a lousy writer.
Okay.
And I know I'll be throwing yins in there a lot. Yins should be doing this. Yins. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking like a guy from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, it takes a lot to write a book, and you wrote 8 of them.
7
going on your 8th.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah. Well,
people don't understand the work that goes into that.
Well, it's like anything else, I mean, you just stay the course. You stay work in the trenches, and I mean, but it's joy. I mean, it's the best thing I do. I mean, I love writing, and so anyway, that's that. So, well, I appreciate the invite to Agents of the Unexplained, and appreciate the fact that I'm able to mouth off a little bit about some of my theories. So
yeah, every theory works.
Mm-hmm.
Every theory, until it's proven it don't.
Yeah.
BJ, my friend BJ Lapierre out there, she's an author and illustrator, and she knows what it takes to get a book going and out. And too, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time to put into it. I'm like, then I go back and try to proofread it, and my eyes are going cross.
Yeah. If any of your listeners are interested, one of my books is called Coal Region Hoodoo.
Yes, we talked about that on one podcast.
Yeah, Paranormal Tales from Inside the Pit, and that is just like a wonderful Pennsylvania-centric book that has Bigfoot, UFOs. I mean, the whole thing. Night of the Living Dead. I mean, it's a great book. It's getting great reviews. It's really. I'm really proud of that, and so that's something that if you're interested in the whole cryptid paranormal genre, you might want to consider Coal Region Hoodoo. So
that is a very good book. I gotta admit. At first, I was a little leery. It's like hoodoo, huh? Is that like voodoo? And then I had you on right after you put it out, and
that was exactly November 8th of 2023.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
I got the card right here, brother. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
2023. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah. I knew it'd been a while. And
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was good because the book came out in it came out in 2023. So you were right on that. So yeah, thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to have you explain what the hoodoo meant. I said, is that voodoo? Just spelled different.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
yeah,
and you do a great job, Max. I want to thank you for that too. And by the way, this here Bigfoot, my daughter got me. It's a candy dish, and it's going to be sitting on my desk. It will be filled with candy. You see me popping candy in my mouth. I'm drinking my Dr. Pepper. Hey, there's my man Griff out there. How you doing, Griff? The thing is though, as long as we keep it real and you do your research, keep it real and keep putting it out there, we might figure things out. Dave, he's at so many events. He does several events of his own. Joe, he Squonkapalooza in Johnstown. That's his baby.
Okay.
That's a hell of a baby.
So that's not the Masonic Bigfoot thing. This is something else.
No.
Okay.
This is before the Masonic.
Okay.
And yes, BJ, they do. Yes, Dr. Pepper makes candy. And Joe, I will have it in my dish.
When is your event in Johnstown?
August 2nd.
Oh, it's August. Okay.
And then he goes to Gwen's. August 3rd.
Yeah, I'll see you at Gwen's, yeah.
Yeah. But
well, down the line, let me know if you need a guest speaker. I'd be glad to discuss it with you. So
feel free. We got applications on squonkapalooza.com. So if you want to submit a speaker application, they're
okay. Yeah, let me do that. Okay.
He calls me Uncle Bill, and I still had to fill out an application.
Yeah. What your compensation was? I was vetting that.
Okay.
Yeah. I said Joe had to feed me. It's a compensation. But no, I said it's a plus if Joe takes me out to eat. But
get anything McDonald's, Uncle Bill.
We take Dave out to eat, but we go broke. I'm waiting for Dave to say something.
I'm just listening, Bill.
Trust no.
But no, seriously, that's one hell of an event that Joe puts on. Dave, several events. I'm going to try to hit 2 of them this year of Dave's.
Please.
So August is Elysburg.
Yep.
Okay.
March 29th is the Penn Ohio Paranormal Conference.
Yeah.
which it should be called a crypticon because it's or paracon or something, because it covers everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a great lineup of speakers coming March 29th. I got Amy Boo, Fred Saluga, Jim Sparky Sparks, Gwen Purcell, Donnie and Dale from Haunted Hillview Manor. It's going to be awesome.
It sounds good. Yeah. Joe, when is
Griff,
your?
wait a minute. Hey, let me put up with Griff House. What do you think, brother? You're going to be there helping me. Are you going to go into Penn? Yeah, I'm going.
You'll be there in body, but not in mind.
And my mind's shot. But yeah, so yeah. And if I need any tips, I'm going to get a hold of you, Max, and BJ with my writing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, be glad to give.
That's for damn sure. Yeah,
For sure. Okay, be glad to help. Joe, when is that Squawkapalooza in August? What's the date there?
August 2nd, Squawkapalooza.
Okay, August 2nd. Okay, good.
Yeah, check it out.
I'll do that. Yeah.
That turned out to be a really great event.
Yep, me and host Lisa, Cryptid Comforts. We put a lot of, you know how it is, behind the scenes work, and rolled on something weird and different, kind of celebrating a cryptid that some people say cryptid or a creature from folklore, but it's supposedly out there. So we want to just kind of go with something that we claim the PA cryptid for our own and have fun.
Yeah, I have a pretty awesome Lost Tribes of Bigfoot PowerPoint that I've been taking around. It's been getting some pretty good rave reviews. So I'll contact you. I'll do a guest speaker application, see if there's any interest, and be glad to.
I've been doing a lot of paranormal Bigfoot. I made up a nice little PowerPoint for that too. Mm-hmm. And I tell everyone like it is. I'm not sure if it is, interdimensional, paranormal, or just flesh and blood. I really don't know. And my sighting's 15 feet away, and I don't know. I know what I saw, and I know what it looks like, but what is it? And that's part in my book too, by the way.
Okay.
Now that's the thing. I'm not going to BS to people say, yeah, it's just this. No, I can't because I don't know. And I'm going to keep it that way. But anyhow, it's about 8:15. And hey, Griff, I'll be getting a hold of you before you go to church Sunday. Sometime between now and then. I need to talk to you about a couple of things, brother. And I just been going a little crazy here. Don't say it, Griff. We already know. I am crazy. But anyhow, Max, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this and about your books. We appreciate it. And my man, Jose on the Stick from Johnstown. Jeff Dunham likes him because he uses him when Jose on the Stick is sick.
Yeah, another.
Dave got a kick out of that one. And my buddy Dave, thank you for being here too. And for help bringing up about, oh man, come on, hit the button. About this. Us guys are doing it. And we're getting great response. On this event there, the Bigfoot on the River, we have speakers. We got vendors. We got food trucks. And we already got commitment from the vendors and food trucks coming already. We got a band coming. It's going to be full of entertainment.
walking entertainers and performers.
Yes, walking entertainment and performers. It's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Good. And I'll be seeing you guys then on June 20 and 21st down in Virginia at Daniel Benoit's Bigfoot Expo. So looking forward to that. So get a chance to
it still might be cold up here by then. That's okay. You're cold now, so you're getting prepped for it.
Yeah. God. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much. This was great. I appreciate the invite. Nice chatting, and then we'll keep in touch.
Oh, so, most definitely.
Okay.
And we'll be talking to you later, gentlemen. Stick around. Everyone, thank you. Stay warm. Be careful out. Hopefully, this deep freeze gets over with soon. And I found something out tonight. I need you guys all to send prayers and good thoughts toward Doug King Jr. or Sr. He's a good friend of mine. I've known for years and years and years. He passed away. He had an aneurysm in his stomach. He's a couple years younger than me, and it's sad to hear. So everyone, please keep him in your thoughts and prayers for his family. And we'll talk to you all later. Stay safe.
Thank you for tuning in to the Agents of the Unexplained. Please visit our website at agentsoftheunexplained.net for unique paranormal merchandise like t-shirts, books, and coffee mugs. Join our Facebook group and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more thrilling content. Until next time, keep questioning the unexplainable.